That is peace
in a jar, okay?
Yes, okay, that is it. That is Oh my God, it is so nice to meet you. Thank you for making time for me for this. I made it. Yes, I'm so excited. Let's go in, let's go in. This is so cute.
Oh my God, a new shell. So we're doing a little bit of like a facelift.
Yes. So before I had like these black shells, I actually just took them out of these shells yesterday.
I love the white on white.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna whitewash a little bit more because I want the space to feel bigger.
Yes, look so bigger and look now I'm taking it back to my
No, I love it.
because I love that it brings you directly to the product.
Yeah.
Right? It's like just product, peace. I mean, I really love it. Oh, I'm gonna have some fun in here today.
Oh, yes, you are. I'm gonna have some fun.
So you guys, if you don't know, this is Naté, the owner of this beautiful, beautiful place, Liberate Botanica. I love the name.
Thank you so much.
Can't wait to talk to you more about why you chose the name. And you all may know Naté from other things like Abbott Elementary and Snowfall.
Yeah,
Some of our shows we love Atlanta, okay? Naté is busy. She is a limitless lady. So she is not only an accomplished actress and entertainer, she also is an entrepreneur. And so we're here, limitless ladies, right? We're going to support and we're also going to find out all of her thoughts behind why she wanted to create such a beautiful space. I kind of have an idea. All right, Naté, so I want to find out a little bit concerning your inspiration for Liberate Botanica. First of all, the name. I love it. It drew me in instantly. Why the name?
So a botanica is actually a spiritual shop that sells herbs and trinkets and things like that that kind of help with meditation, prayer, things like that. But when I created my own botanica, I wanted it to be liberating to not only myself, but to everybody that came into my space and witnessed my products and were able to have that experience. And I think that we're going back to herbalism, plant medicine, and I think it's very liberating to have the knowledge of what comes from our soil right here on our land that they, that people have just tried to police for many years, So I've just kind of put that together and was like, that's what I want my store to be called.
No, I love that. I really do. I talk a lot about what it means to live a limitless life. And in my work, I'm constantly talking to people about stepping out of the comfort zone, not settling for the status quo, that we are limitless. And part of that limitless quality, right, is through our DNA, which is my other work. It kind of ties into what I do with paternity and helping people with family issues. But it is from the ancestors, right? It's from us. Where we literally got our nourishment, our medicine, our inspiration, right? From, like you said, the soil, from plants, from living things. And so I feel like when I walked in here, it was like, it's a space where you really feel the brand, right? And I love that. You've created an energy in here where it's just like,
People walk past, like, you should see when they finally find me, they're like, oh my gosh, it feels so good in here. What do you do?
That's right.
And then I get a chance to tell them, like, we're an apothecary and we specialize in aromatherapy. Then I get to show them my products, and people always want to come back and not only gift themselves, but gift other people my products.
I was just going to say that it is a beautiful thing to gift yourself. Liberate Botanica, right? It's a beautiful thing. It's a liberation, right? But also a gift to others. These are things you can come in and just buy and just have.
And enjoy.
And look, like the one said, stop doing shit last minute. When you need that last minute gift that
people stop in.
Right?
Immediately.
Then come and get something or buy yourself a little run of them, which is what I'm going to do today. And then I'm going to keep what I want for myself, and then I'm going to gift it to people because I think this is so beautiful. Talk to me about how you started. Just give me a little idea. When did you start? How long have you been in business?
For 5 years, online. I am an actor, of course, and I hadn't broken my career just yet. And I just had a mentality of just starting something that was mine and taking ownership of something that I was creating, essentially. And I initially was taking orders through DMs on Instagram. This was before Marketplace and all that. And my customers just really kind of, they gassed me up a little bit. They loved how beautiful the products were, but then once they got them, they were like, wow, this is actually really good. So they just started telling other people about me, and it kind of happened naturally. I wasn't planning to just like be this long time business owner or anything like that. I just needed something else outside of acting and entertainment that was mine.
Oh, we are kindred spirits.
Yeah, we are.
No, it is really true, because people ask me a lot about what does limitless living mean to me now, right? And I talk about being in the entertainment industry now for, over 20, almost 30 years, that I've worked consistently in entertainment, whether it was a singer or as a legal analyst or a host or whatever. But I said, you know what? I've never owned any of the shows. So when they say it's done,
you go to the next show and you hustle.
I move on and I keep reinventing myself, which is a part of limitless living. But my next level, my limitless pursuit now is the ownership as well, which is why I started this new show I'm doing called Paternity Matters, because it's something that I own. Why the Limitless League and the things that I do online are my shop, things that I own. There's always still that next level, and I constantly talk to people about how whatever your passions are, your gifts, the things that naturally you love to do, think about ways to monetize those things. Create a service from those things, right? Legally.
I was just gonna say that paper trail is gonna solidify you every time.
Legally, right? Legally, like get it all together. But most importantly, the joy you feel from actually, like when I came in here, you don't even have to sell this stuff, because the energy exudes from you. It comes in the space, the love, right, that is here. And I think that's what people need to step into more. We have become a society that is just, it's all about marketing.
Oh my goodness.
Everything's just, and look, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But when there is truth, and when there is, when it's rooted in truth and a real desire to help people liberate themselves from the things that are holding them back, feel limitless, that to me is what it's really about.
I agree.
And so you decided to go from online orders to a storefront. What made you take that leap? Because we talk a lot, as we talk about limitless living, about leaps of faith. What made you take that leap?
So last year, the strike, I was on that climb. You know, I was on some of the biggest shows and things like that. And then it felt like what I had been working towards since I was, 13, 14, had been like, the rug had been like pulled from underneath me. And I was still running my business, but I had to choose between expanding my life and lifestyle or expanding my business in another way to make money. So I downscaled my lifestyle, and I actually was looking for a workspace where I could just have my assistant come and help me, but it couldn't be in my apartment anymore since I was downsizing, right? Right. So one day, the company, the co-working space that I was going to go with, it didn't work out. They actually were a little too far from me, and it wasn't aligned. So I was walking down 4th, literally, and I saw signs for a company called Portal Flex Space. And I reached out to them, and they actually told me that they were opening up a space downtown. And they showed me this space, and they told me that I could turn it into whatever I wanted, and that it could be a warehouse. Everything was covered, and most of these spaces people were just using as warehouse spaces. They weren't using them as like retail spaces. So I said, you know what, I think this is my opportunity to actually create a retail space for myself. I have been trying to get my products on other retailers' shelves, and I wasn't really having that much luck with my other products outside of the eucalyptus. Everyone loves the eucalyptus. As you can see, Kia is actually preparing a wholesale order for me right now for someone in Orange County. But it just wasn't really working. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna take that leap of faith, even though I don't necessarily have the support behind me, because my family's all back east. And I just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. During the strike, I'm gonna do it afraid, I'm gonna do it not knowing, and I'm just gonna have faith in myself and have faith that the net is gonna appear when I jump.
I love that. And that's what a leap of faith is, right? You don't necessarily know where you're gonna land. You just have to have the courage to do it. And we often talk about, when I talk about limitless living as well, when we talk about finding the magic in the mess, right? That strike was a mess, right? For all of us, right? In this industry, it was a mess. But where was the magic? It gave you this space and time to take a leap of faith, right? And sometimes I really believe God and the universe, the ancestors, everybody conspire to make us uncomfortable. right? Because you can get comfortable.
Yeah.
And even in the dysfunction, or even in a crazy business that you're in, right? We learn that movement, this show to this show to this.
Absolutely.
And you're in,
It's a hustle.
You know that hustle though, right?
I do.
And because of the strike, then you had to bank on yourself.
I had to.
You had to bank on yourself.
I had to invest into myself, but in a different way, and also expand my business so that way the people that are connected to it, they can also expand.
Yes.
If I keep myself in my cocoon, I can't go fly, you know?
I love that. And I love that not only did you take a leap, you brought others with you,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You have other people, other women-owned businesses featured here,
Yes.
right? Alongside yours,
And
right?
I'm actually more proud of that than I am
See?
because these women, like they don't have the same following, or they may not have the same passion for sales that I
Yes.
do. And for me, because I make a lot of my products, or they are artisan based, it's hard to sometimes keep things in stock. Sometimes it takes a while for things to come back because
Yes.
they're handmade and
Yes.
things are in high demand. So it actually, God kind of forced me to share my spotlight with people, and I love it because now it's not about me, and it never really was. It's about us.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, which is the way, right? As you kind of take us back to our roots through the soil, we worked in community, right?
Yes,
Our
absolutely.
ancestors, it was
Bartering and all of that,
exactly
yes.
Ubuntu, right? What happens to one happens to all,
Yes.
right? And so I love that you brought all of this here. This is so exciting. I'm excited to take so much of this with me. You know, Alyssa nominated you.
Oh my gosh, she's been one of my regular customers for
She
years. I've never
loves
actually
you.
met her, but I love her too.
She typed you in top on the thing, and it was so funny because I was over at Sirius XM doing radio, and I just saw her instantly come up, and I was like, you know what? Let's reach out and see what's going on over there. And sure enough, I'm like, this is it. Let's go, Ariel. Let's go. This
so
is
much,
it.
Alyssa. I love you.
Yep, this
So
is
grateful.
so great. So I want to buy. I want you to just make me.
I got you.
A
I
huge
already know.
like sampling of everything. I want everything. And I want to ask you one more question though. I want to ask you though, what makes you feel limitless? What does limitless living mean to you?
To me, limitless living means to have confidence and faith in myself no matter what, and to stay tenacious through everything and to persevere. Absolutely. I think that we hone our power when we do things that we didn't really think that we could do, because things always end up turning out way better than we thought they were going to, you know? And I think that that is truly limitless living, is by putting that confidence in your power and what it is that you can do.
Yes, belief in oneself.
Absolutely.
And I love that you come from the background of being an actor, a working actor, right? And that this is something that maybe people would deem to be outside of the realm of what acting and entertainment. How do you connect these things? Because I think a lot of people that are in the Limitless League are people that maybe do more than one thing well. And I constantly tell people, everyone can really do more than one thing well. It's whether you trust yourself enough. How would you speak to that? How do you speak to your career as an actor, and yet you also having this passion and bringing it together?
Well, as an actor, we're the faces of a lot of other brands, right? And a lot of the times we have to choose whether or not that brand coincides with our individual brand, and if it actually speaks to us, you know?
Right.
But for me, this is who I am. This is to the core. Self-care is something that I don't just care about myself, but I was taught that. I was raised with nothing but sisters, and my mom was a single mother. She raised me and my sisters, and taking care of yourself is always something she would say, like, you can't pour from an empty cup, Naté. Your cup has to run it over in order for you to be able to pour into other people. So for me, as an actor, it's important for me because this is my brand. This is who I am. These products, that they represent me as a person and who I come from and what I stand for. Absolutely. And I don't have to necessarily be anything else or anyone else but myself.
Yes. It's all inside of you, right? All of these things. And she's just using another part of her gifts, another version of herself. We all have the ability.
We're all multifaceted.
Yes, every one of us. And so I love this. This is just beautiful. Well, I and ready to get my stuff. I'm popping in, and I just got to stand.
Get a shopping cart,
Right? I need a card, right? So we're gonna pack up our stuff, and I'll let y'all know what I got. And make sure to come and support Liberate Botanica right here in downtown LA. The information will be when we post. You'll get it.